Hi, delighted to see you all today. I don't know where you are, but here it's lunchtime. And I've got something very special today. I've got my McDonald's delivery. And who better to have lunch with than the general manager of McDonald's Ukraine, Yuliya Badritdinova. Yuliya, welcome. It's good to see you.
Hi, everyone.
Doing.
Bon appetit, indeed.
Thank you. This is really good. So, I mean, obviously, McDonald's are delivering in Ukraine. How are you doing, and what are you doing differently now in Ukraine with the lockdown?
The situation definitely calls for our commitment and our leadership from our company, and in particularly what we're doing. We are as the whole world is going through these hard times, and we as McDonald's are proud that we have our important role in continue offering affordable, convenient, high quality food for those who need to continue working during this time, who want to follow their rituals like you are doing now, staying at home. So I think that our mission is also to support people in this situation, in this crisis. Definitely, as a company, we are doing a lot of different things like reacting fast. SAT, the coronavirus leadership group that has been meeting daily for the first 2 weeks, and now we are meeting twice per week to assess the risk, and the impact, provide crucial updates, engage in communication. The other thing I think is very important now, more important than ever, is communication. So it's a time of over communication. So I think that to be transparent with each other and our stakeholders is really crucial. So we are communicating regularly with different stakeholders, with our suppliers, with our crew, with our leadership teams, just to update what's going on, how we are doing, what are decisions are made, why they are made. Because it's a lot of uncertainty. Definitely, people are frustrated, and we have to lead the conversation, and people would be clear that that they have all the support of the company, because we are all together in this.
Sure. So the restaurants are closed, but delivery is obviously, as we can see, it's open. Yes. What are the biggest challenges that you're seeing operating under these conditions?
We are the people business, and the first days it was very important to reorganize the work of restaurants as we were closing. The first was food courts was closed, and our first priority was to care about our people and physically to organize everything, to pay the vacations from the day one when people started to have their vacations, because for these 25 restaurants we do not have a job now, but we keep all our teams. We are not firing anybody, so the challenging to organize everything very quickly. It's 9,500 people across Ukraine works in McDonald's. So the other challenge we have now, for instance, is to organize safe trips for crew to the restaurants, because it's limited now, and we should be sometimes creative. So first we are looking for the people who are living around the restaurants, and we also, people are becoming very helpful in this situation to each other. They those who have cars driving, those who doesn't have, or like different colleagues are cooperating, and I appreciate that they are doing this. So the other you mentioned, we are operating McDelivery and McDrive in almost all our restaurants where we have McDrive. And we had to change procedures. We organize, even though we have very high standards of safety and hygiene, but we increased everything, packaging, how we serve, not only to 100% be sure that we will everything will be safety, like towards our customers, but also we care about our crew, so they have all this masks. And like supply chain is one of the challenges as well, because first stocks is completely different. It's unpredictable a little bit. Stocks you should manage, and when you close, you should deal with the closure of the restaurant. If you are not closing, you still have to operate in a different mode. The new procurement, which is like usually we are not buying masks and thermometers and sanitizers in this amount that we are buying now. So it's a lot of challenges, but like with all respect to all the measures that authorities are making, different local authorities are implementing different things, and it's very hard for the business to follow and really to be compliant with all these changes in the local levels, because in every single restaurant we have different things. But we're trying to manage the situation, and yeah.
Sure. But you mentioned the most important thing is the people. So, I mean, what are you doing for your people, and especially how are you managing your leadership team?
Yeah, I just want to take this the moment and express my heartfelt thanks to our employees across the country for working so hard to continue serving Ukrainians in this time, because as I mentioned that we are in this together, and yeah, somebody should serve, somebody should buy, somebody should do what they need to do. And from the beginning of the crisis, we were focusing on saving our team. We and McDonald's believes that when the situation normalizes, we will need strong talents who knows the job to move even faster for the recovery. That's why we consider people is the biggest asset, and that's why we're not compromising on people and on anything around this.
Brilliant.
And yeah, and then the well-being is the number one priority and guides every decision we make. So sometimes we even make like unpopular decisions, like we decided that we will not serve customers, the pedestrians in the drive-through, because it's like responsibility of our company. We understand that when you're in the car and when you're driving, you are in isolated space, and also our crew is a little bit 1 meter at least with a special window. But when the pedestrian, there is a risk for both our crew and the customer. So that's why we decided, yeah, it's first it's incremental satisfied customers. Second is incremental sales, but it's a matter of safety now, and first priority is our safety of our people. So what else do we do? Definitely a lot of people are working from home. It's majority of office employees. For the crew who cannot work because we do not have enough shifts, or the restaurants are closed, we are paying leaves. We implement different instruments and procedures to make remote work effective. So we are conducting trainings. Before the crisis, we started working in a Scrum and to make more efficient and to control what we are doing, and to change to add some flexibility. But now we also implemented OKR system, if you know, it's objectives and key results system. And because we do understand that we have to be we have to execute short term, we have to think long term, but we have to execute short term. So to have a little bit more flexibility also. So yeah.
So yeah, this series of chats we're doing is all about leadership, and I think we're absolutely delighted that you're not only a general manager at McDonald's here in Ukraine, but you're also a board member of the American Chamber of Commerce, and I think it's really women leadership is something we're very much focused on with the programs we have for women leaderships. What is your message to the members of the American Chamber of Commerce today?
My message is that we as a country maybe have this experience of crisis a little bit more than other countries. And what I learned also in McDonald's already, and then before in my career, that crisis should be taken as also as an opportunity. And there are a lot of opportunity to make your business more efficient. To like sometimes it's a crisis is a good like kick for the complexity reduction, even I would say complacency reduction sometimes, because you are if everything is okay, you're not that like demanding to yourself as well. So we started to change a lot of things now, and I think that it's a time for quick changes, and even small changes sometimes help. The other thing that I would suggest to people, to not impose short-term decisions. You should stay true to your purpose, to the purpose of your business, and I think long-term thinking and long-term decisions is crucial as well now. Yeah, so that would be my two things.
Thank you. So thank you, Yuliya Badritdinova, General Manager of McDonald's. I'm going to have my lunch now, so I'm absolutely delighted, and thank you. I've got fish. It's a Friday, so I've got a fillet of fish today, and I've got my coffee. But thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for everything you do, especially for the American Chamber of Commerce. Stay healthy. Wishing you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Bon appetit.
See you. Thank you. Bye.